16 bars of the real. This is my third episode, episode 3. Today, I'm gonna take y'all to Clinton, man. The first time I actually had to cut someone, go to war with this dude in the yard. This is like 1996. Guy, I don't even want to name him. This one I ain't gonna name him. Who's this guy? He's from Brooklyn. It's always strange how I always got a little drama with Brooklyn dudes. I had a little drama with Brooklyn dudes, but he ain't, yeah, someone's from Brooklyn. But I didn't personally have drama with him, but he had popped my man Cell. He had popped Cell. He probably popped it around the time we was going to war with the Brooklyn dudes. He had popped the Cell like, a little bit after. I think Damu stayed in population. They might have put him back in population, something like that. But he popped the Cell. He popped Cell and took his stuff. And I heard about it. It's after I got out the box. So the way we used to communicate is through kites. So I got a kite. I was with his co-defendant in Clinton. Co-defendant Cool and Clan, and they sent me a kite. They sent us a kite and let us know that son had popped the Cell, and so happened that this dude ended up being in the jail with us. So Cool was the type of dude that was going to the law library because he had a quarter. He was going to the law library fighting his case. Me, I had 8 to 24, so I'm like, yo, I don't got life, so I got this. So what's crazy is that I'm in the yard with dude, and me and son is talking. I don't even know it's him though, because he was in the jail with us before. He was in Kasaki with us. So, well, I was in Kasaki with him, of course, when he was in Kasaki with him. So I'm like, dude, talking to him, and then I realized who he is. So I go to Cool. I'm like, yo, can you make sure this dude is the dude? Like, so we get word that he's actually him. So Cool, like, nah, I got it. And I'm like, nah, I got it. Let me take care of it, because you going to the law library. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm anticipating on not getting caught doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? So. And if I do, like, key block time, I'm hoping dude ain't gonna tell, no new charges or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, I end up telling my man from the Bronx about it. My man Dust. Dust is a real cool dude. He was in the CAC with me too before. So I knew him from the CAC. I knew him from when I was in D3. When I first got there, I met him. So anyways, he was dealing with some girl from Buffalo. So me and him got cool, whatever. You know what I'm saying? When we was cool, I was going to y'all. He was like, yo, whatever you need, just let me know. You ever need something, just let me know. So I sent him a kite, like, yo, I got this dude here. Because I wasn't gripped up. I'm like, I got this dude here that, yo, you need to get up out of here. Because he popped my man Cell. Dust was Muslim, so, he knew who I was talking about, who I was going to put that paint in for. He's like, all right, no problem, meet me in the yard. So it's raining like crazy. Like I'm telling you, it's raining hard. Like it's raining dumb hard. Raining mad hard. And we go to the yard. He asked me, you still want to go? You still want to do that? I'm like, yeah, let's go. I already know it's like something gonna be in the yard. You know what I'm saying? Most dudes that in the cat sack, you been in the box, like you go into the yard, rain, sleet, or snow, you don't care. So we go to the yard, boom, walk around the yard, I see something. I see him sitting under the TV, watching TV. So I'm not going to ask him like, yo, you stole my man shit. I already know you stole my man shit. So you sneak thief my man. So it's not gonna be no words from you. I'm sneak you. So nobody respects a sneak thief in jail. Just to let you know, nobody respects a sneak thief. So was in y'all cell and saw him. So I went to, anytime you had to pass him with somebody, usually, you went by the phones. He's talking, so when the phone doesn't act like he's on the phone, so he passed me the joint, right? He had some ill shit. I don't know how he used to brag about getting this joint. It was brass, so it never went off. He used to just cheat that joint. Dust was a big dude, man. He was like a heavy D dude type dude. Rest in peace. But so Dust, he gives me the joint. He like, yo, listen, we're gonna go up here and this is how this gonna go. You do what you gotta do, just pass it off and spin off. If he wanna shake, just go by the basketball courts and y'all get it right there, right? So I'm like, all right, cool, that's the plan. So boom, I get up there. Matter of fact, I'm walking. We came back down. He passed me the joint, so we had already seen what dude was at. So I'm going back up there. He calls me back. So I spin back around the yard. Come to him. I'm like, yo, what's up? He's like, yo, oh no, let me get that. And my man Jeter was from, where Jeter was from? Brooklyn or Harlem, I don't remember, but he's in Cassie with us too. So he was like, yo, Jeter got something for you. Jeter gonna give it to you. So I'm like, all right, cool. So Jeter had a little razor or whatever. So, cause I was like, yo, I don't really want to hit this dude with no banger. And I hit this dude, man, he died. I'm like, yo, I don't need no other body on my hands. I'm like, yo, I don't want to hit this dude. You know what I'm saying? Heart failure. You don't know what the hell's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you sneak somebody. I'm like, yo, I don't need it. I just want to slice him one time, spin off. And then we can get it for whatever. So, come back down. I get Dust like, yo, let me get down. I'm gonna give you the one that Jeter got. I'm like, all right, boom. So he give me the joint. Boom. So now we walking around the yard like, yo, we talking. Boom, boom, boom. So everything is like, yo, you gotta line shit up right and all this shit. And I'm just like, yo, I just want to go do this shit. Fuck all that waiting shit. You know what I mean? Like Big said, fuck all that planning shit. So, we go up there so then he like, nah, hold up. Jeter want to talk. Jeter like, yo, nah, let me get that. Cause now people's concerned, like, cause in jail, like, if you arm somebody, you part of their drama. Like, you got to get it with whoever you arm. You know what I'm saying? So, dude was running around with some kings, with some Latin kings, but he wasn't Latin king. You know what I'm saying? So we had already done the knowledge of that, whatever. He wasn't no Latin king, right? So Jeter comes to me and asks me for his thing. I say, yo, bro, y'all niggas ain't trying to disarm me. Y'all niggas ain't gonna disarm me in my time of war. I was like, fuck that. Nah, bro, you're not getting that shit. Cause now I'm mad and shit. Cause I gave Dust his joint back, and I'm like, yo, Dust, like, really? He like, nah, I just, you need something smaller, boom, boom, whatever. And I wasn't trying to really just, do something dirty with no shit where, where I knock him off, whatever. So I gave him the shit back. I told Jeter, yo, go ahead, man. I'm not, whatever. So I go up on the hill, where the TV's at. Son sitting there. I came from behind him, put him in the headlock, and I raked him 3 times. Wham, 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 wham. Spin off. So when I spin off, something grab his face, I just walk off. Because my confidence is like, yo, when I just pass this joint off, so I pass the shit off, Dust, and I pass the shit off to Dust, and Dust pull out his joint like, yo, get the fuck out of here. So son just spent off. He went downhill. And then we standing up there. So Dust is like, all right, let's go down now. So I go down there. some was really leaking back because it was some rusty shit. It wasn't really no sharp joint like that. So eventually I go down the hill. So matter of fact, somebody comes down, he's like, yo, son ready to get it. He ready to get it with you. Y'all gotta get it. He ain't trying to leave the yard until y'all get it. So I'm like, alright, fuck it. So I go down there, and I already know, so the Lad King, he go down there and tell him that we tried to jump him. So automatically in Clinton, I'm just gonna tell you about Clinton, like, sometimes you couldn't even go to the yard, because if you was affiliated or not, like you'll go to the yard, but I'm just saying the thing that dudes used to say, they used to be like, yo, if a Spanish dude got hit, Lad King, whether he was Lad King, DP, or Nieta, whatever, like, that they was just gonna randomly just pick some black dude. And I'm just like, damn, I'm not down with none of this shit. Like, I'm neutral. This shit crazy as hell. I still go to the yard anyways, but dudes just tell you just to be on point. You know what I mean? So that's how they was giving it up in Clinton back then. So anyways, I come down, and so I'm like, yeah, that's the nigga over there that cut me. Boom, boom. So he tell Dust, like, dude, no Dust, man, the head or Black King niggas, no Dust. He like, yo, what's up with your man? Like, he gonna get it with him? Like, yeah. So he told me he ain't on the jump, so we like, we go in the middle of the yard. So now I'm telling you, it's raining like hell. Like, it's raining to the point, like, I had some black chuckers on. Like, the water is coming up like mid-level to them. And homie like, yeah, let's go. So we come in the middle of the yard, and I'm like, damn, he's with these Latin King niggas. They gave him a sword. Like, I'm thinking they gave him some shit as long as my arm. I'm like, nah, they had to give him something as long as my arm. I know they did. I know they gave him something long as my arm. We about to have to get it, but I'm like, all right. So we go in the middle of the yard. I got the joint on me, a little razor and shit. I had told G that I wasn't giving it back. I'm like, nah, I'm not giving that back to you. Get the fuck out of here. So me and son go in the middle of the yard. So I'm you know, it's only us in the middle of the fucking yard, and it's raining like a motherfucker. It's raining hard as hell. So we acting like he don't get it. He acting like he got a joint. So I see that he ain't got no joint. So I'm like, oh. So instantly I heard this shit crackle over the thing. I'm like, yo, I'm throwing this shit. I'm not getting caught with this. You know what I'm saying? And that's extra charge or whatever. I'm like, I'm not getting caught with this. So I do like this, swinging my arms, and I just flung that shit man hard. So dude, I'm like, yo, square up, what's up? Son hit me, yo. I tried to do some Mayweather shit, like, son swung, cause nigga was like 6'1". And he was big as hell too, big Spanish nigga. That nigga hit me with a 2-piece, mang. I was like, oh shit, nigga hit me hard as hell. So after he hit me, like, I kind of like, you know, my legs that just kind of like stumbled a little bit. I'm like, oh shit. So I backed up. I'm like, all right, like, you know, let's get it now. So I'm like, yo, son, let's go to toe. I'm like, yo, look, stop. Let's not run. Don't run. Let's get it now. Cause now I'm like, okay, I shook off what he gave me. So I'm like, I'm ready to get it now. Like, so I'm like, yo, toe to toe. So as soon as he put his foot down, I just hit him. I hit him with like a right cross, boom, right on his chin, and just dropped him. He grabbed me around my waist, and I'm just holding him. So I put him in a headlock, and I just held him. Like, he couldn't move. I just put him in a headlock, and I'm laying on the dirt. I just held him. So I was like, yo, police gonna come. Like, you not getting up, you not moving or nothing. I'm lifting everything in the fucking yard. I'm strong as hell. I'm like maybe like 21, 22 years old. Maybe like 20 years old, I think I was. I'm just holding him like, bro, you not going nowhere. Relax. Police come get him. Mad police came, they was like, yo, where the fuck is the razor? Where the fuck is the razor? And I'm looking at them like, I don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about. So they get us up, boom, take us to the infirmary. They see I ain't got no injury. They see son got injuries, so they key lock me. Boom, they key lock me. I was in the industry block where, you know, I was doing the sewing shit. Like we was making the gel suits for Rikers Island. So I was mad quiet. Like, so nobody, all the old timers on that block, once they find out I was locked up, what I did, it's like, damn, young blood, you had to put some work in, man. I'm like, yeah, man. So they're like, you don't fuck with nobody, man. Yo, send me a list, man. Send me a list, anything you need on commissary. So while I was in that block, I was good. They made sure I had hot water. They made sure, I had what I needed for commissary, was, cosmetics, whatever, little snacks. I had like 2-3 dudes that was looking out for me. You know what I'm saying? And then I had to go to the hearing. So when I go to the hearing, I'm like, I plead, of course I plead not guilty. I'm like, I don't know who cut this dude. I don't know. They asked me, do you know who cut him? You cut him? I'm like, nah, I didn't cut him. I said, I was laughing at, because he got cut on his face. No, I was laughing at him and he wanted to fight. So he looking at me like, I don't believe this shit. I had already just came out of the box for the Buffalo Brooklyn shit. So dude called me for a witness. So I'm like, I know from being in Southport that sometimes dudes like to do this kickboxing shit. Like they call you, tell you to come to the infirmary, and they want to have a kickboxing match with you while y'all cuff. I'm like, man, I'm not doing that shit. Like when I was this dude did some foul shit. So that's another story though. So I'm like, all right, cool. Go to the hearing. He called me as a witness, and I'm just like, I don't even know who he is. Like I said, I remember him from another, but I don't know him. Like I don't know him. I don't know him. I don't know, and I don't personally know him. So the conflict was that he said that he, that he knew me. I acknowledged that we knew each other by Facebook. I don't really know him like that. So, and I told him what happened. So his story was conflicted with mine, and dude was just like, we ain't see you cut him, but we know you cut him. So he kind of dry snitched when, he said that he knew me. And then I was just like, I probably knew him from another jail. I think he was in another jail with each other, whatever. So I end up getting, what I get? I got 6 months. I got 6 months in a box, and 4 months or 8 months or some shit like that. 6 months and 6 months recommended lost good time, some shit like that. So they sent me to long-term key block. I was in long-term key block. Like that box time wasn't doing nothing. I already knew how to do box time, so being in key block of the box didn't bother me. I was over there for like a month and a half. And the thing, Clinton was just like, man, it was the worst. Like my pops came to see me up there, and because his ID wasn't it wasn't right in his act, but it was him, they didn't let him in the jail. I was hot behind that. I was turning 21 too. It was like close to my birthday. I was turning 20, I think. I was turning 19, 20, 21, one of those. And they ain't let him come see me. I was in Key, I was tight, you know what I'm saying? So they was giving us the free bus pass and shit from Albany. For your family come see. I think he bring one of my kids or something. And I hadn't seen them in years. So I end up getting packed up. They packed me up to go to Southport, right? And then unpacked me. Like in the same, like y'all was so mad. Like they packed me up, then unpacked me the same damn day. Cause I'm like, damn, I don't even want to stay here. You know what I'm saying? I want to get up out of here. I already did Southport, so I know how to do Southport, and I was gonna go to another jail, hoping I would go closer so I could get visits or whatever. Cause I only had like 2 or 3 years in, like 3 years in. So they sent me to long-term key block. I mean, I stayed there. I end up coming back to population in Clinton. So I got a population. I'm like, all right, this dude might still be here. And I know from Kasaki that sometimes they keep dudes in population. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. So I had braids at the time. I used to braid my own hair. I wasn't sitting between nobody's legs and let them braid my hair. I just had a complex about that. You know what I'm saying? So I end up cutting my braids off when I came off key block. While I was key block, I had a hernia operation. So when I came off, I had a hernia, and so when I came off, I had the operation. Then when I came off, I had to start doing abs. And dude's like, yo, don't come to the yard because you're not even like. I'm like, fuck that, man. I've been locked up. I did 10 months here, then I'm doing 6 months. I'm like, fuck that, I'm going to the yard. So I was going to the yard anyways, but I didn't. I gave myself like at least 60 days before I started working out again. But yeah, I had cut my braids off, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I don't want son to see me first. I want to see him, you know what I'm saying? If he is here. But they ended up moving him out of jail and shit. I never saw him again. Of course, he never saw me again, or whatever. But yeah, but Clinton was crazy. After that, like, you know, it's just like, it's not glorifying the situation, but after you do something like that, people respect you. Like, they knew, you know, from the Buffalo, Brooklyn shit, I was gonna fight, and now they knew that, yo, from that, like, I cut you, I stab you, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And that wasn't really my beef, but it was my beef because it was one of my comrades, and he was trying to work on his case to go home. So I felt obligated. It wasn't no son shit. I just felt obligated to put that in because I wanted him to work on his case so he can get some of his time back. Like, I didn't have a lot of time. Like, I had 5 years to go to the board. So I'm like, I got 5 years to go. He got 20-something years to go to the board. Like, you know what I'm saying? God bless, he made it home. You know what I'm saying? After doing 20-something years. I don't know exactly how much time he did, but he made it home. Whatever. But that's what you did when you was up north. Like, if dude was your man, you held him down. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal to a fault. It's the same thing here, you know what I'm saying? I'm loyal to a fault to the guys that I hold close to heart. But when I came out, the thing about it, when I came out, it was just like, yo, when I came out the box, I said, I'm not going back unless it's something that directly has to do with me. Like, cause it was like, after that, I'm like, damn, I gotta make better decisions because I'm trying to go home. You know, I wasn't seeing my kids on the visit, and I was trying to get closer, go to a medium, because it was like in Clinton, you get locked down, dudes getting stabbed. That's the first time I seen somebody get stabbed in front of me. It was crazy there. Like, dude damn near died. You'll be talking to the dude in the yard the next day, you know what I'm saying? He on life support or something. Like, shit was real there. I saw a lot of real things happen in Clinton. The first time, just I'm gonna give Clinton give my whole Clinton tales right here. Well, one of the stories that happened in Clinton. This is the first time I was in the yard, and I think it had to be a lag gang or getting it with somebody else, rap hunters or something. Like, it was some crazy shit. And you know, they got courts, cooking courts, so they got big boulders and bricks and all that. And it's the first time I seen like dudes really like getting it in on some medieval shit, like slamming each other in the head with bricks, stabbing each other and shit. Like, I saw that. Like, I'm on a basketball court, and this shit popped off. We playing basketball, and they let off rounds, and they like, shorty, you better get down. I'm like, oh shit, I really gotta get down. And you had to get up, you had to lay on, that's the scariest shit, man. You had to lay on the ground and you couldn't get up until they called your house. So imagine rifles, people in towers with rifles on you. You ain't armed, they armed. If you move, they can shoot your ass. You owned by the state, they can shoot your ass. You know what I'm saying? That shit was crazy in there. That shit was scary as hell. I seen dude, I saw a lot of real, jail stuff happen in that spot particularly that made me like, yo, I need to get the fuck out of here. I need to like just stay the fuck out of trouble, so my level could drop and I can go to a medium or something. Because I stay here, and then you get on keep lock, you go to, like, dudes is really promoting like, yo, you coming to the yard. Like, it's just like they wanted you to stay in that jail with them or come to keep lock and be a part of some shit. And I was cool with a lot of dudes. I was cool with, Bloods. I was cool with them. I'm just like, I had started to sound like, yo, I'm not just hanging with any fucking body. Because at any time, like, you could be in the yard and you know, somebody run down on this dude and then you were with him and, you know, shit happened. But yeah, I got some more Clinton joints, man. I'm gonna sign off on this one. I know I'm just rambling a little bit. That story is dumb old, 96. So if it had to be a lesson in that, man, it's just sometimes, man, you're gonna have to, in those situations, you know, that was by choice. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If you so-called loyal to your man and you wanna see how shit happen for him, sometimes you're gonna have to do that. But that's your decision to make. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that was the best decision for me to make. In hindsight, now that I'm older, you know what I mean? But then, you know, I'm a loyal dude, so I felt like that was the right decision for me to make at that time. When you get in there, you're gonna be around dudes. And as I always say, you gotta choose your company wisely. So make sure if you're gonna put some pain in for somebody, they're gonna put some pain in for you too. You know what I mean? Because it get crazy in there. You know, it's survival of the fittest. You gotta be willing to hold your own and hold people down that hold you down. If you're not willing to do that, then it's a lot of things that's gonna come with that. And you know, you might not be able to hold yourself down. So until the next episode, man, everybody stay safe. Stay up, man. And many blessings. Salute.